You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Whether it be true or not, I can say, for one, that I have no other so great as that of being truly esteemed of my fellowmen, by rendering myself worthy of their esteem. How far I shall succeed in gratifying this ambition is yet to be developed. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. That some achieve great success is proof to all those others can achieve it as well. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Towering genius disdains a beaten path. It seeks regions hitherto unexplored. Important principles may and must be inflexible. Surely God would not have created such a being as man, with an ability to grasp the infinite, to exist only for a day. No, man was made for immortality. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad, and that's my religion. This country, with its institutions, belongs to the people who inhabit it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it, or exercise their revolutionary right to overthrow it. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. The shepherd drives the wolf from the sheep's throat, for which the sheep thanks the shepherd as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act as the destroyer of liberty. Plainly, the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of liberty. Labor is prior to and independent of capital. Capital is only the fruit of labor, and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital, and deserves much the higher consideration. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. At what point then is the approach of danger to be expected? I answer, if it ever reaches us, it must spring up amongst us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. As a nation of freemen, we must live through all time, or die by suicide. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under the rule of a just God, cannot long retain it. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of earth. I remember my mother's prayers, and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. All the armies of Europe, Asia and Africa combined, with all the treasure of the earth, our own excepted, in their military chest, with a Bonaparte for a commander, could not by force take a drink from the Ohio, or make a track on the Blue Ridge, in a trial of 1,000 years. We should be too big to take offense and too noble to give it. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. He has a right to criticize who has a heart to help. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was.